Hello everyone, welcome back to Lovely's Crafting Lodge. We are continuing our series of Octagber, where we are spending some time building some templates to build a stash of tags to use in future projects. Today we are going to make some tags out of envelopes, and I have two ideas here. The first one is for a coin envelope, and I didn't have any coin envelopes, so I just looked up a template online and I found this one by Nick the Booksmith. And when I printed it out, not tech savvy, so when I printed it out, it came out pretty big. So then I thought to print it smaller, and then it came out what I think is just right. And I thought maybe even a smidge smaller would be fun, and it came out teeny tiny. So I might do this one as a template also, but this is the one that I really thought would hit what I was trying to accomplish. So if you don't have any coin envelopes, you obviously can print it out like I did here. Just find a template and print. If you don't have a printer, you could easily freehand this. It's not terribly difficult. If you do have a coin envelope, you can just use it as is. Or if you only have one, you can use that one as a template and then cut out or trace out as many as you would like to have on hand. So I've been having fun with this series, making myself focus on one task, one item, just tags. They are really fun to explore. I wonder what other items like this would be really fun to dig into. Being new, it really feels like everything is just so much fun. I've actually not started on a new project since finishing my last set of 3 journals, and I don't know if I just want to focus on making some of these little bips and bops because they're just so much fun. I don't know if I want to watch videos on how to make things, or I just want to keep kind of doing what I've been doing now and just coming up with stuff. I've intentionally not watched videos on tags. I'm not saying that my ideas are completely original, but I just wanted to know within myself, this is something that I came up with, even if it's been done before. So the dotted lines here just means fold. If you have a scoreboard or a scoring board, that might be helpful. I have really thick paper right now. I got a deal on a case of paper, and I don't know at what paper weight paper becomes cardstock, but I'd fair to say this is very, very near the cardstock threshold. So just folding this down. And then you put the sides in and the bottom up, and what you would do is glue it from that point. But that did not fold quite right. Before we glue this one, we are going to make it into a tag because it's Octagber, right? So what we have here is, okay, just to show you what I have here. So I have the 2 sides and then the bottom. That's what it would look like, and this is the top, and that would be our little envelope, right? But what I'm going to do is along this top edge right here, you can go from the outside in or the inside out, but I'm actually going to go this direction and just make a hole. And I use my scissors, you can use a knife, you can use just whatever you have around. And I'm going to, so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about here, I'm going to go ahead and use some yarn. It's just what I have on hand, and it is just, oh, if any of you are into yarn or texture, I've really been into texture recently, and if you are, this is your jam. You need to check this out. It is so soft. It is just really enjoyable. So just cut a piece of it off and put, it depends on how long you want your, oh, the colors kind of match up. It just depends how long you want your tag topper to be. And what I'm doing is just going to use my bone folder. You could use your scissors or a pencil or probably even your finger. And the hole that I made right here, that hole that I made right there, I'm going to put this fabric or this yarn into that hole. So I'm just pressing it in, and I'm just putting the bottom of it in and pull it through right there. Oh, I did it backwards. Okay, just joking. What we're going to do is push the top threads through. So just push this piece through right here, and then push. Don't push, you want this bottom piece right here that loops around, you want that to stay. So just going to push this other piece of yarn through. That was really funny. And just want them to kind of be even. So, and what we're going to do is just pull this up till it gets pretty close. And my faithful washi tape. I'm going to grab some. And you could glue this down, you could use a piece of fabric, but this is a good opportunity. You can decorate the little bit of envelope that you would see. So you could put the loop part, you could put it upward and tape it up here and decorate this part, or you could put it down, lay it down, and it would decorate the bottom part. But I think I'm going to put mine down, yes. So put it down, just put that piece across there, and comes time to go ahead and seal up our envelope. I did not do very well on folding on the perforations on this, but I guess good thing it's just a template, right? Just giving us some ideas to jog our creativity, to get warmed up. Some glue on the bottom. All right, so our first template is complete, and it is a coin envelope tag. So there's one. I think it's super cute. And just like I showed you that template there, there's got to be a million templates out there that you can pull off the internet, probably even for purchase. I think some kits come with envelopes, so or coin envelopes, so that's pretty fun too. Next is a junk mailer, a mailer envelope. So I'm kind of funny. I open my envelopes on the side. I rip them down the side. I don't know. I just do it. But this one I cut on top because I think more people cut across the top. So I just wanted to show you, if you have a junk envelope like this, you just take, again, washi is just my favorite, one of my favorite materials right now. So you could easily just glue this down, but I'm just going to go ahead and washi it. So some wide washi, put it on that side, flip it over, put it right here. Oh, that's funny, it's starting to come up. All right, and what we're going to do is, isn't it funny? I just reached over a pair of scissors to grab another pair of scissors, and it really doesn't matter. Like, scissors are going to be scissors in some cases, and this is one of those cases. So you can decide if you want the bottom of your tag to be here, or you want this to be the bottom of your tag. And the way I want to do it is I want the window at the bottom. I think that would be fun. So I'm just going to trim off a little bit of the top here, but the reason I came up with this is because I rip my envelopes on the side, so mine were already ripped on the top like this. I am going to use our trusty washi to put a piece here as a reinforcer, and I'm also going to flip it over and put a piece here, also reinforcing. And we're going to do very similar to what we did here, because I mean, tags kind of all do look similar. So all I'm doing is just in the area that I've reinforced on both sides, I'm just punching a hole straight through both sides. And that could be wherever you would like. I just tried to put mine kind of in the middle there. And I'm going to go ahead and use our yarn again. Such a cozy feel to it. I'm going to go ahead and get a bit of a longer piece this time. You can use scrap, so you don't have to have necessarily a longer piece, but I'm going to go ahead and cut mine off here. set that out the way. And then I'm going to cut it right down the middle here because you'll see we're going to have two. So to do this, I'm not sure what this knot or technique is, but you take the two ends, put them together, and open up your envelope because it has a hole at the top, right? We cut along so it has the ability to be stuffed. And I do need the help of something to kind of push it through. So I'm pushing the two loose ends just through one hole. So you see we have one hole that's being used and the other one in the back there we have not got to yet. So, and I'm going to put my fingers through the through the loop here, and I'm going to take the two strands from the top and just gently pull on them. And it makes kind of like a wraparound knot. I'm not sure what to call it, but it just makes it kind of fun. And then we're going to flip it over. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to take the two ends and put them through. The only reason I'm using the bone folder is because this yarn is so soft and it is just a little bit wide. It's almost like a ribbon shape. So it's just a little bit hard to get in there. Plus, you know, when you go to thread something on camera, anyone who's filmed, I know people say this all the time, but until you're filming it, it's not a problem. As soon as you pull out the camera, it's like all of a sudden you don't know how to put, you can't thread a needle to save your life. So what I'm doing is putting my fingers through the loop, taking the loose ends, pulling them through the loop, and then gently pulling up. And so there you go. And